Hare Krishna. So last week we started chapter 2. Let's do a quick revision. Did we do 2.3 or no? No, okay. So we only did 2 point. Okay, let's do a quick overview of chapter 2. So some questions for all of you. What's the Sanskrit name of chapter 2 in Sanskrit? If you don't know, that's fine. If someone of you can remember, English name we can see on the screen. Anand Krishna Prabhu.
Sankhya Yuga.
Thank you. Is it, can you expand on that, Prabhu? Why?
I believe it's just a knowledge of the whole Gita summarized in one.
Okay, that's the second topic which we'll discuss in a minute. Sankhya Yoga. What does Sankhya mean?
The
Counting.
analysis of the body and the soul.
Thank you, Mataji. Yes, so analysis of body and soul. So you can also say, Mataji, analysis of different material and spiritual elements, basically. So Sankhya is counting all the material elements. Now, Sankhya has multiple elements. Some say 24, some say 25, 26. They're all correct in their different forms and shapes. It gets detailed in Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, when Kapil Muni is speaking with the Devhuti Mata. So that's a Sankhya Yoga. Now, Prabhupada is taking a special topic here, contents of the Gita summarized. Why and how? So Anand Prabhu already said that, yes, it's the contents of Gita summarized. So whole Gita summary is in this chapter. That's why it's there, contents of Gita summarized. And he has followed this nomenclature from which Acharya? Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur called it contents of the Gita summarized. Prabhupada followed the same nomenclature as per Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Now this is the longest chapter in Bhagavad Gita. Yes or no? Nandini Mataji?
Yeah, it's the second longest.
The second longest. Thank you, Mata. Which is the longest, Mataji?
Chapter 18.
Chapter 18. How many verses?
78.
Second longest is the second chapter. So you can always remember second chapter, second longest. In 18, the largest number is the largest. Very easy to remember. And who can tell me the third longest? Rajesh Prabhu? So this has 72 verses after that. Rajesh Prabhu has a big smile. Anyone can forget the question itself.
Not sure, bro.
No problem. Amrit
Is
Prabhu.
it 17, bro? No?
17, no. 17 is very small chapter. 28 verses.
10,
Chapter
Prabhu.
11.
10 chapter, no. Who said 11?
I said it, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mata. Thank you. 11 is the longest. You know how many verses, Mataji?
55 verses.
55. Thank you so much. So 11 is the third longest. You can just remember at least 3 long chapters in Bhagavad Gita. So 18, second, and 11. Now this chapter is divided, as we can see in MIHE guide. Just opening it. 5 subtopics. You can see Arjuna's further doubts and surrender, which we are discussing right now between 1 and 10. Then Krishna will start giving the actual Bhagavad Gita again, you can say from 11th verse onwards, so 2.11 onwards, although Krishna will speak 2 verses, which we started last week. So these 4 sections you can see Jnana, fight. Now Jnana is the counteraction of Arjuna's which argument? Sarupni Mataji. So it is a counter. So Arjuna mentioned 5 different arguments why he should not fight. Maybe Mataji can mention those 5.
First one is compassion,
Thank you, Mataji.
enjoyment, loss of
Yes,
enjoyment,
thank
sinful
you.
reaction,
Fear of
destruction
sinful reactions. Yeah.
destruction of dynasty,
Thank you.
and last one is indecision.
Indecision, which we haven't covered as yet. That's fine. So Jnana is the counteractant of which argument?
Compassion.
Compassion. Thank you so much, Mataji. So he was worried about he's going to kill, but Krishna is saying you're not the body, you're the soul. Thank you, Mataji. Someone else can say, Harish Prabhu probably. Second section, Karma Kanda. It counteracts which argument of Arjuna? Hari Gopal Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, it answers the question that, I'll get bad karma by killing the people.
Yeah, so sinful reactions. Huh?
Sinful
So
reactions.
that is getting contracted here. Buddhi Yoga. Who can tell me? Anyone? There are different sections here which are basically counter arguing what Arjun has proposed initially. And if you don't remember, I showed you, I'll show it again. If you don't remember, that's perfectly fine. This is the page 21 in your MIT guide. You all have it. It's all written here. So I'm not reading something out of this guide. So Arjun's first argument, compassion, is being contracted in this 211 to 230. Karm Kanda is the second one, sinful reactions. And Buddhi Yoga, this is defeat sinful reactions argument as well. And destruction of dynasties. This will be contracted in the third chapter. And indecision, who can say? Indecision is counter-argued actually in
18th,
the...
18th.
Thank you. Thank you,
18th
Harish.
chapter.
Thank you, Hari Gopal Prabhuji. 18th chapter. And also, indication is given in the verse itself. So in the verses 2.6 and 7, which we're going to read today, where Arjun is proposing his indecision, in the same verse, the indication of the answer is also given. Sometimes the question contains the answer. So it's all written here. So please read so that we can understand these sections better. So Krishna is not just randomly giving some knowledge. Krishna is systematically giving the knowledge. Whole Bhagavad Gita, everything is very systematic. Every chapter is systematic. Even every verse numbers are systematic as well. Why Krishna is speaking verse 37 as 37? It has to be 37, because the linkage is so beautiful. And that's why I hope all of you are reading Surrender Unto Me by Bhurijan Prabhu. If you not, please get one book. You can get online as well. You can get a physical copy as well. It will help you to understand Prabhupada Bhagavad Gita, Krishna's Bhagavad Gita very, very nicely. Bhurijan Prabhu has put very nice linkages there. So try to read at least that one extra book on top of Bhagavad Gita as it is. Okay. So now what we are referring to in today's topic here, the first section, Arjuna's further doubt. So Arjuna will still produce one doubt and Krishna will start speaking with Arjuna. Okay, so chapter 2. Now let's go verse 1. 2.1 relates back with 146. Who can relate it back? Sulekha Mataji? So 2.1 has to be in relation to 146. So 46 is the last verse of chapter 1. Can you please connect these two verses together? 146, I can open on the screen.
Oh, yes, please. Thank you.
125, 146. So this is 146. Evam uktarjuna sankhe rathopasta upavishad visajya sasaram chapam shok sambigna manusaha. This is 146. This is 2.1. Tam tatha kapyavishtam ashapurna kulekshanam vishidantam idam vakyam uvacha madhusudana. How these two verses are interrelated?
Because in the last verse, it is being showed that Arjun is, Arjun is like he has set aside his bows and arrow and then sat down in the chariot and not willing to fight. And in the next 2.1, he is, he's showing that he's very fearful and then he doesn't want to fight. And then that's why he's surrendering himself to Krishna, that I don't want to fight anymore.
Yep. Thank you, Mataji. And one more similarity, both verses are spoken by Sanjaya, right? Why
Yes.
is that? Anyone can say, and not only one person has to say everything. Are spoken. So Arjun and Krishna, they are speaking. So Arjun is mostly asking questions. Arjun has asked, by the way, 17 questions in Bhagavad Gita, if you wanted to make a note. Not 17 verses, 17 different questions Arjun has asked. So how many verses Arjun has said, Amrit Prabhu? Total?
I don't know, Prabhu.
You don't know? That's a good answer. Anyone else? Yes, Prabhuji? How many verses Arjun has said in Bhagavad Gita? We have read it. If you say a wrong number, that's perfectly fine, but you should have some ideas.
83.
83, 84, 82? I think it's 82 if I'm not wrong. That's the number, 82 or 84. Anyway, so Krishna, how many Krishna has spoken? Anyone? Keshav Prabhu?
575.
575. Sometime you'll also see 574, regardless. And 42 is by Sanjaya. So Sanjay, whenever Sanjay comes in picture, what is he doing? He is describing what's happening. He's like a commentator. Huh? He's doing the commentary. Arjun is asking question, Krishna is responding the question, so they're having conversation. And whenever the description of the place comes, description of the person's emotions come, Sanjaya comes into picture and he describes the emotion. Arjun is not going to describe his own emotion. Huh? So this is the role of Sanjaya. So Sanjaya in this verse 146, if you see, is also describing what's happening in the battlefield right now. And the important Visarja Sasaram Chapam. Chapam refers to, who can say Chapam? Sushant Prabhu. Chap.
I think it's pressure, Prabhu.
Sorry, Prabhu.
I think it's pressure.
Pressure. Okay. Someone else?
Bo.
Bow. Thank you. Chap is bow. Huh? Atatai. There's another word. Tai is also there. Anyway, Dhanush in Hindi or in Sanskrit. Visarja Sasaram Chapam. He has given up his chap, his bow. Shoka Shamvigna Manusa. The word shoka is used again and again. Now, if you see in 2.1, there are three words used here. So Vishidantam. Vishidantam refers to what? Someone can say? Mohan Prabhu, you said something I couldn't hear.
Lamentation.
Lamentation. Thank you, Prabhuji. What other three characteristics of Arjun is mentioned here? Why he is not in a good state? One is Vishidantam. Another one?
Uh,
Can say in
the other
Sanskrit.
one is
Compassion.
Kripaya Vishtam.
Kripya. Thank you. Kripya avishtam. So there are two words. Kripya avishtam.
Yeah.
Kripya refers to compassion. Avish means
Yeah.
usse bhar gaya. Avishta. Huh? Completely filled with kripa, compassion. He's overwhelmed. His kripa emotion is overwhelming his heart. Third one, who can say?
Uh,
Yes, Mohan Prabhu, go for it. Ashrupurna. Thank
yeah.
you so much, Mataji. Ashrupurna. What does it refer to, Mataji?
Full of tears.
Full of tear. Pura. Ashru se pura. Huh? So Arjun is crying. He's not just upset. Huh? Aankhein gili hain. Pura. Ashrupurna. Dhar beh rahi hai aankhon se. You can imagine, Arjun has never cried, practically speaking, in his life. The first battle, he's overwhelmed with his emotion of compassion and he's lamenting. His eyes are filled with tears. Tears are just flowing. Now, in this verse, what's the word used for Krishna? Kittu Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Kittu Prabhu. Can you hear me?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Which is the word used for Krishna and why?
Is it Madhusudana, Prabhu?
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. What does it mean, Madhusudana?
I'm not 100% sure.
No problem. All good. Sohail Prabhu, do you know Madhusudan?
The killer of Madhu.
Thank you, Haribol. So it's a very simple killer of Madhu. So Madhu was a demon. Now Madhu also have different meanings, but Madhusudan means a killer of Madhu. Sohail Prabhu, why Sanjay is using this word for Krishna here? The meaning is correct, but now the next question is why he's using this word here. You're on mute, Prabhu.
I'm not sure, Prabhu.
No problem. All good. Ram? Sohail Prabhu has given the meaning of the word. I just want to know why this word is used here. Madhusudana. What's the function of Madhusudan?
Is it related back to to say that this is what Krishna has been saying? Something like that?
Like removing ignorance, Prabhu.
Removing the doubt.
Are you killing his
Prabhu, you are
the
mute,
demon?
Hema, Prabhu. You are on mute, Prabhu.
Hare
Okay.
Krishna, can you hear me?
Now we can hear you.
I don't know what
Yes,
happened. I didn't press any button.
Like how Madhu is a demon and then Krishna Sanjay wants to kill the demon of misunderstanding for
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Very nice. Very nice. So that's a perfect understanding. So Sanjay is saying Krishna is quite able to kill the demons. Huh? So whatever demons of doubt Arjun has in his mind now, it will get killed very, very quickly. Thank you, Mataji. So this is the verse 2.1. So Sanjay is describing Arjuna's situation and also Krishna's situation. Now 2.2 we read last week. Let's do a quick one. This very nice verse. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Kutasthavakashmalamidam Bishme Samuprasitam Anare Justam Aswargyam Akirtikaram Arjun. So the first word, Shri Bhagavan Vacha. Now Prabhupada has written a big commentary on this. Prabhupada has given three different verses here. Anyone knows what those three verses are? They're on the screen, but you can just quickly name it. Who can say? Premananda Prabhuji? You can look at the screen, so you don't have to remember in your head. But reading these verses also purifies us. So the first reference Prabhupada is giving for Sri Bhagavan. So Prabhupada has spent most of the purport in describing why Krishna is Bhagavan in this particular verse. And he has given very, very famous verses. We should all know these verses. So 1 to 11. So Premanand Prabhuji, would you like to read quickly?
Yadanti tat tattvavidas tattvam yad jnanam advayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagwan iti saptyate.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagavan iti Shabdate. So Absolute Truth has three understandings. So first one is Brahmeti, is Brahman form. It's a valid form, but it's not a complete form. Second is Paramatma form, and third is Bhagavan form. And here, the word used here, Bhagavan. So this is the perfect understanding. The Purna Purushottam Bhagavan is speaking these verses, the whole Bhagavad Gita. This is not a normal conversation, not a normal person speaking. Thank you, Prabhuji. Second reference. I came across a clip. Priya Mataji is here. Sorry, Preeti Mataji. She made a video on this verse. Very beautiful video. Would you like to recite this, Mataji, quickly?
ईश्वर परम कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह नाधिराधिर गोविंद सर्व कारण कारणम.
Thank you, Mataji. Reference? Where it's coming from?
It's from Brahma Samhita.
Thank you. 5.1. So it's the fifth chapter. So Brahma Samhita total has 100 chapters. We only have fifth chapter available. 99 chapters of Brahma Samhita we don't have access to. They're just lost. And this is the first verse. So this is called BS 5.1, you can say. So BS here refers to Bhakti Sastri Brahma Samhita. You'll say BG, SB. So this is BS. Okay. Third reference, very, very important reference from Bhagavatam. Who can read? Prasun Prabhu? Hare Krishna. We should know this verse by heart, all of us. But not, for now, you can just read.
Iti chamsa kalapumsa Krishnastu Bhagwan Swayam Indrari Vyakulam Lokam Midyanti Yuge Yuge.
So this is Bhagavatam 1.3.28. Anyone knows the specific speciality of this verse? Someone else? Sarv Jiveshwari Mataji? What's the speciality of this verse?
Establishing that Krishna is Bhagavan.
Krishna is Bhagwan. Yes, more? Definitely. Yeah, Prabhuji, you're right.
It is the Chatushlokya of Bhagavatam.
No, it's not. Sorry.
It is
That
a
is.
Paribhasha Sutra.
Thank you, Sakhi Radhika Mata. What is Paribhasha Sutra Mata? Sorry. Maybe
It is
not
like
everyone
the
understands.
definition, it is the main definition about who is Bhagwan from
Main definition of
Bhagavatam.
Bhagwan. More. You're right, Mata.
Definition, like the clear definition or something which illustrates exactly the real understanding of the whole Granth. Like there is Paribhasha Sutra for
Thank
Nectar
you.
of Devotion.
Yes.
Similarly, this is for Bhagavatam.
Thank you. So with this verse, every book will have a Paribhasha Sutra. This is what Jiva Goswami is saying. And with that verse, the whole book should be looked at. So this is the primary verse. And Jiva Goswami called it, this is the commander-in-chief in the army of 18,000 verses of Bhagavatam. So this verse should be looked at first. If you want to understand any other verse in Bhagavatam, they has to be understood in relation to this verse. And this verse says, Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. There can be many Bhagavans as well. Many great sages are also called Bhagavan, but Krishna is Bhagavan Swayam, Swayam Bhagavan. He is the original Bhagavan. Okay, I'm not going to expand on this verse. So this is 1.3.28. So these three references, please remember, 1 to 11, 1.3.28, and this 5.1 from BS. Very, very important. Okay, Sanjay Vyas Prabhu, you wanted to say something?
No, Project. Thank you.
Okay, Hare Krishna. Okay, so now Prabhupada, after spending most of the purport on establishing why Krishna is Sri Bhagwan as per this verse, last paragraph he spends on one word called Kuta. Kuta, and he refers some more things. So let's go and read this. So in this particular verse, Krishna is giving three negative connotation to Arjuna. Why you should not be feeling like this, what you are feeling right now. What are those three words? Who can say? We have discussed last week, so nothing new I'm asking today. Divya Gopika Mataji, in Sanskrit, you can read this all on the screen. What are the three things which Krishna is saying? Arjun, you should not think like this because this does not befit you. Sanskrit words. Anyone you can say, Mata.
No, system.
No problem.
Anarya. Hare Krishna Prabhu,
Anarya.
Anarya.
Thank you. Anarya. What does Anarya mean?
Uncivilized.
Uncivilized. Who's uncivilized? Doesn't wear a good clothes, live in jungle and all that.
Civilized person is like Aryan, who knows the values of the spiritual.
Haribo. Thank you, Mata. Mata got it. So Arya means one who knows the spiritual values, who knows the difference between body and soul. And Anarya means who's uncivilized in understanding this fact. Not that Adivasi or something like that. So Anarya. Thank you, Mata. What's the second word? So you are a Arya. Basically, Krishna is saying you are a Arya. You are coming from very civilized family, and we'll expand on this word later as well. And you are not supposed to behave like that. Suppose some Indian boys comes to Australia or America, wherever, and sometimes they start doing the other things. And sometime a big brother will come. How come you are eating meat? You come from a Brahmin family. You are from a respectable family. How come you are doing this? It's very not very nice things. Something like that. So Anarya. Second word used in the verse. Who can say? Okay, I've highlighted. Ayush Prabhu.
So Aswargya and also Kashmalam. So Aswargya means
Kashmalam, I'll come there.
okay.
So Aswargya. Why Aswargya?
That whatever Arjuna is saying does not actually lead him to higher planets. It's actually what it's a coward behavior, and those type of actions don't lead to higher planets.
Thank you very much, Ayush Prabhuji. So it after life. So right now it's Anarya because right now you belong to such a civilized family, such a respectable family. You're behaving like Anarya, which is very surprising. And after life, Krishna is saying it will not lead you to your Swarga, higher destinations. And the third word, which one is the third word? Yes, Prabhuji.
Akirti.
Akirti, thank you. Akirti Karamaj. Akirti refers to in this life also. So first where you come from, then this life, you'll not gain any kirti, any fame for that. You will actually gain, what you will gain? Akirti, infamy. People will laugh at you. You'll not be able to tolerate that. And even after life, you will not be able to Sargloka. Krishna is obviously talking about Karmakanda perspective here. But the point is, Krishna is saying, your feelings, which is mala, Kashmala here. Mala means dirt, contaminations. Contamination in your mind, which has just come upon, does not befit you because of these three reasons. Now, Kutastva, they have come from where? I don't know where they have come from. Tashmalamitam, Vishame Samupasitam. In this critical hour, they have come. Not that you're at home, you're in the morning, or sometimes I don't feel like going to work today. Let's call sick. Too much rain outside, huh? Okay, but it is the critical hour. This is the best match of your life, and there you are choking up. You should be able to take the pressure. When the pressure comes, people choke up. The word choke actually comes from shock. Choking up. Chokers. Do you like any chokers who just choke up? The pressure comes? No. No one likes to be choker or joker. So we are not supposed to be chokers. We are supposed to take the pressure and still perform as best as possible. It says, do the best and leave the rest. Whatever is in your influence, whatever capacities you have, try to do that. Rest, obviously, we'll see whatever Krishna does. So this verse is very, very important verse. What is the other significance of this verse? This is the first full verse spoken by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. So basically, Krishna is surprised on Arjun's emotion. Let's go to the next verse. Okay, we didn't do this one, right? No, we didn't. Okay, let's read this one. I'll read that. Klabyam ma isma gamaha partha neta tvai upapadyate shudram hidray dorbalyam takto chishta parantapa. Someone can read the translation. Anyone who hasn't read. Supriya Mata.
O son of Pratha, do not yield to this degrading importance. It does not become you. Give up such petty weakness of heart and arise, O chastiser of the enemy. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mata. So for Arjuna, there's a nice word used is parantapa. Parantapa Prabhupada writes, O chastiser of enemies. So actually, you are a parantapa, you are a chastiser of enemies. Now, here, enemy does not refer to physical enemy, here refers to the enemy which has come upon in your mind. So, although you are a chastiser of enemy, how come this enemy has overtaken you? So, Krishna is very surprised. And Krishna is using some strong words. You can say a verbal slap, especially for a Kshatriya. Klabhyam. Klabhyam refers to importance. Now, if you call a Kshatriya important, how would a Kshatriya feel? A real Kshatriya, not a fake one. They will feel very insulted, actually. Very, very insulted. Now, this importance word also comes from just before the war. Arjun has gone to Sargloka. Probably you all know that story. And Arjun has received some divine weapons as well as a curse. Anyone knows who gave that curse to Arjun in Sargloka?
Urvashi,
Urvashi. Why?
because when he saw Arjuna, he wants to be with him, but Arjuna refused him, so he gave him the shrap that he will be in Punsak
Yeah.
and yes.
Thank you, Mata. So Urvashi was attracted to Arjuna, but Arjun, coming from an Arya family actually, coming from a very, very high spiritual family, very, very spiritual person, when he went to Swargloka and he was in the Indra Sabha, Urvashi Devi was dancing, and when Arjun was looking at Urvashi again and again with curiosity, but his curiosity has a different reason. But Urvashi thought, he's liking me. Urvashi also liked Arjun. And later on, with the permission of Indra, actually, Urvashi went to Arjun and proposed. And Arjun said, I cannot accept your proposal. And Urvashi is like, why? But you were looking at me. And Arjun said, yes, I was looking at you because one of my forefather, Pururava Maharaj, was attracted towards you. And I was just curious, who's that lady with which my great, great, great grandfather was attracted? So I had that curiosity. And he got married with you. So you're like my mother. I cannot accept your proposal. And then Urvashi said, we belong to Sargloka. This relation of mother and son does not work here. This works only in Prithviloka. So you can enjoy, basically. Basically, she was proposing a green card to Arjuna in Sargloka. And she was telling Arjuna what's the way out as well. She said, in Sargloka, it doesn't apply. But Arjun, being extremely high class person, he said, in Sargloka, these rules may not apply, but I don't belong to Sargloka. I belong to Prithviloka. Now imagine any other person would have been there. He will find all the excuses to accept the proposal. And Arjun is finding all the ways how we can reject the proposal. And Urvashi was having a lot of desires in her heart. And then once the desire is not fulfilled, what's the next step? Dhyayate vishan punsha sangasya subjayate sanga sanjayate kama kama krodho abhijayate. When the kama is not complete, the lust desire is not complete, what's the next step? Krodha. A small child says to Mama, can you buy me chocolate? Can you buy me chocolate? Mama said, no chocolate. And boy become, you are not my mama. Boy or girl becomes angry. So when the karma, and same for adults as well, no difference. When the karma is not fulfilled, desire is not fulfilled, the next step is krodha. So Urvashi's desire was not fulfilled, and next step was krodha. And Arjun knew I'm going to get cursed. Arjun should have said, no, 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 wait, wait, wait. Actually, you know what? I revert my words. I will accept your proposal. But Arjun accepted the curse. He did not budge from his integrity. So this is how a devotee is. Devotee is not in Sargloka, is not a devotee. A devotee is devotee everywhere in every circumstances. In Bhagavatam, there's a beautiful verse 126. It says, our devotion, अधोक्षजे अहेतुकी अप्रतिहता यात्मा suprasidati savay punsam paro dharma yato bhakti adhokshaje. So bhakti paribhasha is given there. Bhakti should have two qualities, ahetuki and apratihata. Ahetu means we should not have any hetu of business, any reason to serve Krishna, that Krishna will give me X, Y, and Z. That's why I'm saying. So bhakti should be ahetuki. And the second quality of bhakti given there is apratihata, non-interrupted. Many times practicing sadhakas as well, most of us, our bhakti is ahetuki. We don't go to Radha Gopinath temple, Krishna, please give me a better job, better house, this and that. But many times our bhakti is pratihata. Pratihata means interrupted. We are doing bhakti, we are chanting, we are serving Krishna, we are serving devotees, but apratihata. It should be apratihata. What happens? We serve for some time, then we serve Maya for some time. We serve Krishna for some time, we serve Maya for some time. And it's all mixed up. When Maharaj was saying, so we We lighten a fire, for example, then we'll put water. Lighten a fire and put water. Will sabji will get done, Sakhi Radhika Mataji? आग जलाओ पानी डालो आग जलाओ पानी डालो आग जलाओ पानी डालो sabji or khichdi will not happen because you are lighting the agni. That is very nice. You are chanting, you are serving, very nice. But after some time, what happens? The water comes. Huh? Then sabji or khichdi will not work. It will just not happen. So this is the problem with most of us, if not all of us. So we should try to do that. Apratihata bhakti as much as possible. No service to Maya, no gap for Maya, only service to Krishna. And again, it's a journey. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen in one day. We all struggle, but slowly, at least that should be our target. So Krishna is saying, anyway, in that story, so after that curse, as Garima Mataji was saying, Arjun became Napunsak, eunuch in English, you call it, impotent. And Arjun went back to Indra. He said, "Oh my God, I came to Sargloka for a different purpose. This has happened." So Indra actually convinced Urvashi to limit the curse. So Urvashi limited the curse, and that acted for Arjuna as a boon actually. Because otherwise Arjun could not hide. He was so popular. Yeah, he was so so skilled. Anyway, so Krishna arranged even in that curse. Sometimes these curses come in our life, but Krishna's arrangement can happen in such a way. Even these curses can act as a boon for us. So we should never get discouraged. Easier said than done, but at least we should think. Every negative situation in our life, Krishna is working through us for a better future for every single devotee. So Arjun became Brahmanalla for 1 year, and he was the teacher of Uttara for that 1 year in Virat, as we all know. So Krishna is actually connecting it back. Are you still a eunuch? It's a big slap. Kshatriyas, they have many, many wives in Vedic culture because many men will take sannyas. So the number of females sometimes were more. So many Kshatriyas will marry many times, many, many women. Chitraketu Maharaj in Bhagavatam it says had 60 crore wives. Don't ask me how, but Bhagavatam says that. Some says 10 crores, some says 60 crore wives anyway. So a lot of wives he had, and none of the wife could give Chitraketu Maharaj a child. The point is, Kshatriyas are actually very potent, very, very potent. Shishupal called Bhishma Pitama and Rasuyagya. He's a impotent. He's not a brahmachari, he's an impotent. And Bhishma was angry. Kshatriyas cannot be called as impotent. But now Krishna is calling Arjun. Why he's calling him as important? Not that he's literally saying you're important. He's basically, come on, yaar. Two friends are talking. One will say, I'm feeling very down today. Come on, yaar. Are you a nut? Are you a chicken? Sometimes they say. Not that he's laughing at the friend, but he's just trying to boost his mental enthusiasm of the friend. So he's saying, Klabyamma isma gamapart naitatvai upapadyate shudram. And the second word Krishna uses, shudram, you're a shudra. That's another slap on Arjun's face. You're a klabyam and you're a shudram. Shudram is very, very pity. So your weakness is Hridaya Daurbalyam. Hridaya refers to our heart, Daurbalyam refers to weakness. So your heart is very weak. Not a physical heart we are talking here. You're very showing a weak emotions at this time. Shudram and Klabyam. And what Krishna's instructions? Tyakto uttishta parantapa. Tyaktva and uttishta. Give up and get up. Give up and get up. Give up is tyaktva, uttishta. Uttishta word you will use, you'll read in Bhagavad Gita many times again as well. So tyakta uttishta parantapa. You are a chastiser of enemy. You can chastise your emotions, weak emotions, and give up those weak emotions and get up. So basically, Krishna is trying to boost Arjun. We'll read this 2.3 relation with later verses as well. Let's go forward for now. 2.4. Now Arjuna is going to counteract this argument of Krishna, which is given in 2.2 and 2.3. Arjuna uvacha katham bhishmam aham sankham drodham cha madhusudana sankhe drodham cha madhusudana ishubhi pratiyosyami pujarha varisudana. Translation by someone?
Arjuna said, O killer of enemies, O killer of Madhu, how can I counteract with arrows in battle men like Bhishma and Drona, who are worthy of my worship?
So Arjuna is such a nice friend of Krishna. He did not mind Krishna's word. He did not say, Hare Krishna, what are you saying? I'm upset at you now. Nothing like that. He took it because he's a friend. He's a true friend. And sometimes friends speak in a joking way, in a boasting way. So Arjun is saying, Arjun is using two words for Krishna in this verse, Madhusudana, which we all know, and Arisudana. What does Arisudana means? You remember Krishna used for Arjun Parantapa. So similar word Arjun is using for Krishna. Arisudana. So Indrari Vyakulam Lokam 1328. Kansari. We have a Kansari Das Prabhuji in our temple. Kansa Ari. There are two words. Indra Ari. So what does Ari means? Enemy. Indrari means enemy of Indra. Kansari, enemy of Kansa. So Kansari Das. One who is enemy of Kansa, which is Krishna, Das of that. So Ari Sudana. Ari refers to enemy. Parantapa, your chastiser of enemies. So Arjun is using back for Krishna. Ari Sudana. You can kill any enemy. So you are very worthy of killing my enemy as well, which is my doubts, my weaknesses. Arisudana and Madhusudana. Okay, now Arjuna is saying, Katham Bhishmam Aham Sankhya. Sankhya refers to, who can say without reading, if you can? Garima Mata. Sankhya refers to?
Soul?
No. Sankhya. 146.
Height.
Evam Uktva Arjuna Sankhya. Try to retain these words. Sankhya. Sankhya. Okay, read.
The
fight.
In the fight. Thank you. Thank you. So in this Sankhya, in this fight, Katham, how come Bhishmam, Aham refers to me, Arjuna speaking. Bhishmam and Dronam, Cha refers to and. In English we call it and, in Sanskrit we call it Cha. So in Sanskrit, the Cha comes after the word. Suppose we have to say in English, Ram and Sham. In Sanskrit, we'll say Ram, Sham, Cha. This is how Sanskrit grammar works. So he's saying Bhishmam, Dronam, Cha. Bhishma and Drona. So they're the two most respectable personalities present in the fight. So Arjun is saying, Katham, how come I'm going to fight back with Bhishma and Drona? What I should be doing with them? Sankhya, I can't fight with them. What I should be doing? Ishubi. Ishubi refers to with arrows. I'm going to fight with them with arrows. Pratyosam. Pratyosam means counteract them. So they will shoot some arrows. I'll counteract some arrows. How can I do that? Rather, what I should be doing, Pujarha Arisudana. I should be doing puja for them. Who is Bhishma? He's a grandfather. Drona is a teacher. He's a main military art teacher. Arjun has received all the knowledge under Dronacharya. Bhishma is a grandfather. He has played in the lap of Bhishma Pitama. So Arjun is saying, how can I fight? In Vedic culture, Prabhupada writes in the even if they attack, they should not be counteracted. They are always worshipable. Prabhupada writing the purport in the general etiquette, the superiors are not to be offered even a verbal fight. Nowadays, it doesn't happen. When we were young, when our father came into the room, we will stand up. We'll not be able to speak even one word. We'll probably go in the other room. We had so much fear of our father, which was good actually. Nowadays, father is fearful of the son. So the time is very, very different these days. But in Vedic culture, even if they say something which the son is not able to accept, disciple is not able to accept, they will not counterattack. Nowadays, even a fifth class child counterattacks mother and father. They start going to school and then start thinking, I'm the best. Anyway, so in the Vedic culture, the culture was very, very strict, very, very nice. Most of the cases. So students or children were very much in awe and reverence mood for their parents or their gurus. So Arjuna is saying, I should be worshipping them. How can I counteract them with arrows? So Arjuna is saying, can you counterattack your grandfather, who is Ugrasen, or your teacher, Sandipani Muni, with arrows? So Arjuna is sort of asking a question to Krishna. You're asking me to counteract them with the arrows, my grandfather and my teacher. Can you do that? And Arjun goes further, expanding the same point. Gurun ahatva hi mahanubhavan shreyo bhoktum bhaksham apiha loke hatvartha kamastu guru nihaiva bhujye bhogan rudir pradigdhan. Who can read this? Who hasn't read as yet?
It would be better to live in this world by begging them to live at the cost of the lives of great souls who are my teachers. Even though desiring worldly gain, they are spurious. If they are killed, everything we enjoy will be tainted with blood.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So Gurun. So Gurun refers to superiors, worshipable. So Guru refers to one, Guru refers to pure. So there are many Gurus. Parents are also Guru. Huh? Father and mother, they're also Guru because they give you the first knowledge. Then the Guru who gives you other knowledge, they're also Guru. Elders are also called Guru. So they are worshipable. So Arjuna is just continuing the same sort of thought patterns from 2.4 to 2.5. Gurun ahatva. Hatva refers to, everyone knows, hatva. Hatya. Marna. Ahatva. Gurun should be ahatva. Huh? Gurun should not be killed. Gurun should not be attacked. Because Gurun are Mahanubhavan. Gurun are Mahanubhavan. So all the Gurus are Mahanubhav. They are Mahanubhav. They are great people. We should not attack them. We should not kill them. So now Arjun is basically saying Gurus are superiors, are respectable. Is that a right concept which Arjun is saying? Ayush Prabhu?
Yes, sir. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes. Yes, sir. We are not in a uni class. Thank you, Prabhuji. Yes, he's saying actually the right concept. But what he is saying from Vedic culture, there are three types of literatures we read last week. What are the three different levels of literatures? First one is three types of shastras. Who can say?
Arthashastra.
Arthashastra, thank you. Age?
Dharma Shastra, Bhakti
Thank you. Third?
Bhakti Shastra.
Bhakti Shastras. Arjun is speaking from which level?
Bhakti Shastra.
No. अर्थशास्त्र नो अर्थशास्त्र तो बाप बड़ा ना भैया सबसे बड़ा हरे कृष्णा डॉलर धर्मशास्त्र thank you speaking from dharma's perspective अर्थशास्त्र में Kansa imprisoned his own father Ugrasen in the jail. Now Ugrasen technically wasn't his father, that's a different story, but we read Babar, Himayu, Shah Jahan, बाप को मार के गद्दी ले लो. They just want gaddi, they just want the position of a king. They don't care if it's my father, my brother, nothing. Anyway, so not Arthashastra, definitely Arjuna is speaking from Dharma Shastra. Huh? So as per Dharma, what Arjuna is saying is absolutely correct. Now let's analyze this from the perspective of facts. What are the facts in Mahabharata? So Arjuna is saying, Gurun refers to which two personalities? Basically speaking. In the previous verse, 2.4, what are the two personalities mentioned as Gurun?
Bhishma and Drona.
Bhishma and Drona. Let's analyze that for a minute. Arjuna is saying they are Mahanubhava, but Krishna is saying they are not. From Arjun's perspective, they have given me knowledge, they have given me love, they have given me care, and all the upbringing they have done for me. Very true from Dharma's perspective. Let's look at the Mahabharata. Draupadi's disrobing incident, for example. Now, Bhishma was present. I don't want to go too much in detail, but we should just learn from that incident. Bhishma was present there, everyone knows. Bhishma was personally present there. Dronacharya was personally present there. When Yudhishthir was gambling, I'm just trying to stop myself and not start from very beginning. When Yudhishthir was gambling and everything has happened, he has already waged Draupadi, and Duryodhan said, Draupadi is our maid servant now, bring her in. So he sent a court attendant to bring Draupadi. His name was Pratikaman. So Pratikaman goes to Draupadi, and Pratikaman is a very nice person, but he's a servant, he's a government servant, so he's just following the instruction of Duryodhan. And he tells Draupadi Devi whatever has happened. Draupadi is aghast to listen all that. And she says, go back to the assembly and ask a question for me. Pratikaman said, yes, my dear daughter, what you want me to ask to the assembly? She said, when Yudhishthir had lost himself, so a person who has lost himself, does he has any right to wage someone else? Valid question, right? You've already lost yourself. Now you have lost all your possessions and lost yourself, inclusive. Can you wage someone else? Can you ask this question? So Yudhishthir waging of me was not valid. Right? Pratikaman said, my dear daughter, I'll go and ask the same question to the assembly. Pratikaman comes back to Duryodhan and says, why are you alone? And he explains that Draupadi Rani has asked this question. And Duryodhan said, go back and say to Draupadi, if she has a question, she should come here and ask herself. Pratikaman again is forced to go back to Draupadi. And Draupadi explains to Pratikaman, I'm in my monthly periods, I'm wearing a single cloth. I can't go in the assembly like that. Now, queens sometimes go to the assembly, so it's not so uncommon. But she said, I can't come to the assembly right now. Pratikaman goes back, and Duryodhan is very angry. Without even Pratikaman speaking, why have you come here alone again? He again explains what Draupadi has said to the assembly. And Duryodhan, in a very angry mood, in a very disgusting language, he says, Draupadi is wearing a single cloth or no cloth, it doesn't matter. she should come here. And then he turns towards Dushashan. He said, Pratikaman is very fearful of Bhima. Dushashan, you go and grab Draupadi. And we know what happens next. Dushashan goes and grabs Draupadi by her hair. Now it says a hair should only be touched by three people in a Vedic culture. By father, because father is looking after the girl. Father protects the girl. By husband and by son. Anyone else touches a lady's hair loses the life immediately. It's written in Vedic culture, immediately. And that's why I said ladies, okay, another story here, but ladies should have the hair bound. They should never open the hair. Please don't mind, I'm just repeating the words from Vedic culture. It says it's very respectable for a lady to always bind the hair properly, not open the hair. Because if anyone touches it, they loses the life, basically. So in that assembly, when Draupadi Rani came, all the conversation happened, we know that. She went for help to Dhritarashtra, Bhishma Pitarama, Dronacharya. No one could help Draupadi. No one could help. 5 husbands. We were not the normal husbands. Each one of them were the best in their skill field in the world. Arjun, Yudhishthir, Bhima, each one of them was capable of protecting Draupadi, but all 5 were present and they could not protect Devi. Now, from a bhakti perspective, we understand Krishna wanted to establish a principle. No matter how big protectors you are, eventually we only have one protector, which is Krishna. So we should never become proud of any one of these things, because Prahlad Maharaj calls all of these because material things, they will leave one day. They will leave. They're called Durashraya, as per Prahlad Maharaj. Durashraya means false shelter. We think our money will protect. We think our connections will protect. I know the Prime Minister. I know the MP, MLA. I know these many doctors. None of them can protect you. My skill will protect. My intelligence will protect. My fame will protect. It can't protect you. And we have so many stories. कहते हैं आज करोड़पति कल रोडपति. Today you are a billionaire and tomorrow you are a pauper. It happens overnight. Nothing uncommon these days as well. So Draupadi was asking help from every single person. But from a Karma Kanda perspective, you have to understand from both perspectives. From Bhakti perspective, Krishna wanted to establish a principle. And also from Karma Kanda perspective, if you look at Bhishma Pitama specifically, he alone was able to counteract the whole Kaurava army. Just one person. He had satisfied even Lord Parashuram, who was the incarnation of Krishna. So what to speak of this Kaurava army? See, he was very, very... he was the greatest warrior of his time, you can say. But he did not speak. And when Draupadi went to Bhishma Pitama, and he asked a question that Bhishma Pitama, what Yudhishthira had done was valid? Bhishma said, what you have asked is a very complex question, because a person who has lost himself cannot wish anything else. So that's a valid point which you're raising. Another instance in Shastra, it says, wife is always the property of husband. So what the question you have asked is very complex to answer. I myself is confused. Now Bhishma is caught up here in Niyamagraha. Niyamagraha means you follow the rules and regulations without knowing the purpose of it. Why we make rules and regulations? So justice can prevail and injustice can be get ridden off from the society. But now he is seeing a honorable lady is being disrobed in public, and he is not doing anything. He is not seeing that injustice. That means Bhishma was also at fault. Drona personally was present. He was the guru. He was also at fault. Dhritarashtra has lost his life long ago, long ago. So these peoples are not Mahanubhavan. Vedic culture says if Guru does something which is not very Shastric, Guru also can be rejected. And we have a instance of Bali Maharaj and Shukracharya. Bali rejected Shukracharya. Why? Shukracharya was saying, do not surrender to Vishnu. And Bali Maharaj said, hang on a second. Guru is supposed to tell disciples, surrender everything to Lord Vishnu. And here Lord Vishnu is personally present. So you should be telling me, please surrender everything. He is personally present. Even Shastra says, Shloka says, surrender everything to Lord Vishnu. Here Lord Vishnu is personally present. And you are saying, don't surrender. And he said, I reject you. So when Guru is doing something adharmic, something like this, the Guru can be rejected. So here, by acting in such a grievous way, Bhishma and Drona has lost the respectability of having Mahanubhavan title. So they are not Mahanubhavan It says, in that assembly, every one of them had lost their life already. It was just a matter of time. So after 13 years, actually, everyone left their life. They have lost their life on that day. It says they have written the agreement on that day with their death. Just because the monam sammati lakshanam. Monam is silence. So if you are seeing a dharma, if you have capacity, you should be doing something. If you don't have capacity, the best way is get out. They should at least walk out. But by being present there, you have the capacity, you're still not doing something, you also get the sin. Bhishma, when he was on the bed of arrows, he asked Krishna, I've never committed any sin. Why I'm suffering like this? He wasn't complaining, he was curious. Bhishma was not complaining. So Krishna says, you have not committed a sin, you have not acted on a sin, but you have seen a sin. Seeing a sinful act is also considered a sin. Imagine we are in Sydney 2025, going to Sydney downtown. So be careful, be careful. We can't walk in the city with blindfolds, but be careful as much as possible because we get sin from every single corner. Seeing, listening, speaking, thinking, even thinking actually. Now in Kali Yuga, it's a special privilege. We don't get the reactions of the sinful activities which we think in our mind. If that was a on button, I don't know for how long we are going to suffer. In our mind, so many activities goes on. So many activities goes on. The only time when you commit a sin, physically commit a sin, you get a reaction. Anyway, so they have lost the position of Mahanubhavan. So Krishna is just expanding on that. But Arjun thinks they're still Mahanubhavan just because he's a saintly person, he's a devotee. And what Arjun is saying, Shreyo. What's another word of Shreya? Anyone can say? Sulekha
Shreya.
Mataji? Preya, thank you. Shreya and Preya. What does Shreya and Preya means, Amrit Prabhu?
Shreya means short-sighted benefit and Priya means long-term benefit.
Are you sure? Lock kar dein?
Priya means long-term and Shreya means short-term.
Lock kar dein?
Ha.
Okay. Aish Prabhu, can you help here? What do you call? I don't know much about this lock kar dein. Can you helpline? We call it helpline.
Phone
Okay.
a friend.
Phone a friend. Okay. Here he's seeing a friend. Zoom a friend. Okay. Lock kar
Prabhu,
dein. Amrit Prabhu is right.
I think even I'm not 100% sure, but Shreya means something which is positive,
Okay.
which is good for
Got
you.
the
Priya
answer.
is opposite.
Anand Prabhu, can you help?
Shreya is unhealthy, like not in a positive way. Shreya is a positive term, and Ashreya, Preya is a negative, not
Okay.
healthy kind of.
Okay. I'm just asking Mataji, Shreya and Preya. Not Ashreya. Shreya, what does Shreya mean? What does Apreya mean? Sorry, Preya mean. Sanjay Vyas Prabhu, Shreya and Preyas.
Prabhuji, Shreya means ultimate benefit and
Thank you.
longer term ultimate benefit, and Preya means short term immediate benefit, which is not going to last very long. It will run out.
Thank you very much. Amrit Prabhu, very easy to remember. Preya means जो प्रिय लगता है. आंखों को प्रिय लगता है, कानों को प्रिय लगता है, जबान को प्रिय लगता है. You have a high cholesterol. Doctor says don't eat too much तला हुआ पकौड़ा of महाप्रसाद. अमृत प्रभु पकौड़ा देख के मर गए. देख लेंगे कल. आज तो खा लो जन्माष्टमी कचौड़ियाँ पकौड़े. So you understand Priya, जो प्रिय लगे. So now you'll remember. So Priya. So immediately the pakoda looks great, kachori looks great. When you go back to doctor, your cholesterol is now 4.6. Nahi. Shreya, Shreyaskar, Gariyan, Shreyaskar. So they're all referring to the long-term benefit. So Arjun is saying Shreya. So Arjun is very intelligent person. He's not saying Preya. He's not like one of us, immediately get tempted. Arjun, if he was Preya's person, he will say to Urvashi, sure, of course, why not? Thank you. And you have told me the loophole as well, Arjun, yeah? No, Arjun is a Shreya person. Arjun looking the long term. Arjun looking for the Pitaraj, Arjun looking for the ladies of the society. Arjun looking at the elderly people of the society. Arjun is a Shreya person. So Arjun is saying, Shreya, what will be Shreya? What will be long-term benefit for me? Bhoktum bhakshmam. Bhakshmam refers to bhik mangke. I will rather beg actually. How I will survive? Kshatriyas, how I will survive? I don't have a Rajya, I don't have a kingdom. Bhakshma api loke. In this loka, I will survive by bhik mangke, by begging. Rather than hatvartha kamarstha gurun ihaiva, rather than killing those people, hatva, killing gurun, our mahanubhavan, Bhunjiye bhogan. Even if I win, Arjun not sure if I win, but even if I win, Bhunjiye bhogan, my bhogas, my rajya will be Rudir Pradigdan, will be tainted with the blood of my elderly gurus. So look at the Arjun's heart actually. He's such a high quality person. He is not worried about his rajya, he's not worried about his fame, he's not worried about what will happen to me. He's worried about gurus. Although gurus have done so many things which they should not have done, Arjun is still considering them as gurus, Mahanubhavas. And look at the heart of Arjun. But from Krishna's perspective, they are not anymore gurus. Okay. This is a beautiful verse. Na chedad vidvanmah kataranno gariyo yadva me jayom yadvano jayayo yane hatva najiji vishamas te avasita pramukhe dhartarashraha. Anyone would like to read this?
Nor do we know which is better, conquering them or being conquered by them. If we kill the sons of Dhritarashtra, we should not care to live. Yet they are now standing before us on the battlefield.
Thank you, Matabu. So, na cha etad vidmaha. Vidma, it's a very common word in shlokas. Anywhere you refer to this word, Veda, Vidmaha, Vidwan. What does it refers to? Sanjay Vyas Prabhu. He knows the whole Sanskrit. Vid.
Yes.
Sorry. Hare Krishna Prabhu, can you repeat? Your screen was frozen for some time.
Sorry, prabhuji, I missed it.
But the internet connection is a bit weak there. So this means to know. Vid dhatu. So the root word is vid. Shastra, Shastra, Shishya, Shashan. They all come from Shash dhatu. The root word is Shash. So from Shash comes all these other words. So Shastra refers to scripture. If you follow the Shashan, Shashan is discipline. If you follow the discipline, you refer to Shastra. If you don't follow the discipline, what will happen? You have to deal with Shastra. So first is Shastra, Sama, Dana, Danda, Bheda. So first, you should always prefer Shastra. But if Shastra is not working, what you should do? Final, not the first one. These days, Shastra has become the first one. Is Shastra the first one? Always we should take guidance from Shastra. Shastra. Arjun did not want the war. Pandavas did not want the war. Even at the war, they don't want the war. But Krishna is saying, no, war is dharmic. So, and one who follows Shastra becomes a Shishya. So, we cannot be calling ourselves, I am initiated. You may be initiated, but are you a Shishya? Are you a disciple? That's the question. Initiation is good, very good. We should all get initiated. But after initiation, are we becoming a disciple or no? That's a question we should all ask ourselves. Getting initiation, sorry to say, is very easy. But becoming a disciple is very, very difficult. And how do you become a disciple? By being disciplined. And how do you get disciplined? Who's the guideline? That's Shastra. So from Shastra, we get disciplined, we get Shishyata, and then we become Shishya or disciple. But if we don't follow Shastra, eventually Yamraj will come with Shastra. Chalo. Ho gayi. But I'm a disciple. Doesn't matter. Disciple Guru. Hindi में कहावत है नो लालची गुरु लालची चेला नरक में दोनों ठेलम ठेला. Lalchi Chela, the greedy disciple, will go in the Naraka and he will say, Arey Guru, you're also here. Guru is also there. You cannot cheat Yamraj. You cannot cheat Yamraj. With your kanthi mala, sorry to say, with your dress, even with your danda, even if you're a sannyasi, if you're not a devotee, you'll go to hell, straight hell. So don't think your kanthi mala, your tilak, your dhoti, kurta, sari, gopi dress will save you. I'm sorry. These externals, you cannot. Yamraj is a devotee, he's a Mahajan. You cannot cheat Yamraj with all these externals. You have to change your consciousness. That's why we are reading Bhagavad Gita, not because of knowledge. Knowledge is just a part of a journey which should lead to transformation. So education should be done for transformation. If the transformation is not happening, it's just information. I know more shlokas than you. And then another person will come and say, I know more shlokas than you. So we're not here to defeat or compete with other devotees. So the Shastra should lead to discipline, Shishyata. And either you're initiator or not initiated, if you're following Shastra, that means you're already a Shishya. We're all in a journey. And what Guru comes, he helps us in becoming a proper Shishya, proper disciple. Guru fills up the gap. We all have gap. Guru comes in and he fills up those gaps. And that's why we need the mercy of Guru Maharaj. But not for a fashion, not for a fashion. You initiated, I was speaking to someone is he was saying anyway, I don't want to go there. So people think just having a guru is a show off. It's not a show off. Huh? Guru should only be chosen when you have the respect and proper understanding of a guru. That's why we have these days. It's called disciple course. Huh? Previously, we didn't have this course, and many disciples could not follow properly. Huh? And still, we are all struggling. But at least knowingly, we should not. Knowingly. Huh? Unknowingly, we are all weak. That's why we're in the material world and we are in a journey. But knowingly, we should try to avoid. Vidama. Anyway, I was speaking the word with. So with word, shush word should be understood properly. Anywhere with comes, that means to know. Prabhupada writes, do we know? Vidmaha. Kataranno Gariyo. Again, the Gariya word is coming. Look at Arjun. Gariya, Shreya, always using these words. Huh? There means Shreya, long-term benefit. And Arjun is saying here, I actually don't know what is Gariya, what is better for me. Yadvajayem means, should I win over them or I should be won over by them? You start a cricket match or a football match or soccer match. I don't know. My team should win or other team should win. What your captain will say. First, get out from here. You don't even know who should win. Huh? If you are playing a game, you play a game to win. Simple as that. Obviously, within rules and regulations we are talking. You play a game to win. You don't play a game to lose. Unless a mother is playing with the child, or a father is playing with a little child, obviously child will win. That's a loving relationship. But usually, when you're on a war, you're in a game, you play the game to win the other party. And he's saying, I don't know actually. I should win over them or I should be won by them. Yanev Hatvana Jiji Vishamas. Jiji Vishamas. So Jiji Vishamas refers to Jivit Rehna. So Na Jiji Vishamas. I do not wish to live. Hatva, after Hatva, Eva. Eva, who remembers the word Eva? Anyone? Giriraj from?
Certainly.
Certainly. What's the single word?
Certainly.
Everyone's saying that. Eva. We'll read about Eva today.
Eva,
Hopefully.
like.
Like, as if. Thank you. Yanev Hatva. Eva, certainly by killing, I will have no desire to live. Prabhupada writes, we should not care to live. Te avasthitaha. Te means those. For those I want to live, like my relatives, my sojana. Avasthita, they are present. Pramukhe, in front of me. In front of my mouth, mukhe, my face, they are present there. Dhatrashtra, son of Dhatrashtra. Here, Dhatrashtra refers to son of Dhatrashtra and other sojanas as well. For whom I want to live, they will be gone. So without them, I don't want to live. I don't want to live. And I don't know. So Arjun is looking confused here, right? Should I win over them or should I be won by them? Huh? So this is the verse 2.6 and 7. If you go back in my HG guide, you will see this the verse for indecision. 2.6. Now we are going to 2.7, which is one of the most important verse in Bhagavad Gita. This is the turning point in Bhagavad Gita. Very important verse. We can have a 2-hour class on this particular verse. Will not have, don't worry. But try to understand the principle of this verse. This is one of the key verses as well. Who would like to lead this verse? Aish Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. Karpanya dosha pahata swabhava
Sorry,
pracha.
Prabhuji. कार्बन थोड़ा सा ट्यून डिफरेंट है कार्बन्य दोषो अपहत स्वभावा पृच्छामि त्वां
मैंने
धर्म
एक्चुअली वो ट्यून आई डू दिस ट्यून आल्सो कार्पण्य दोषोपहत स्वभाव पृच्छामि त्वां धर्म सम्मूढ़चेत यश्रेयस्यान्वेषितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्ते हम शाधि मां त्वां प्रपन्नम्.
Thank you, Prabhu. You are ready to read all the verses now. I'm waiting. Maybe 2-3 weeks I'll read 4 to 6, then I'll revert it back to all of you. Glorious devotees of Radha Gopinath. Glorious youth group as well. Okay. Translation. Anyone?
Now I am confused about my duty and have lost all composure because of miserly weakness. In this condition, I am asking you to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I am your disciple and soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So, very beautiful verse, a turning point in Bhagavad Gita, and we'll see why. So, let's read the translation one word by word, and we'll see what's the important significance of this verse. Karpanya dosho. Karpanya, anyone remembers the word krapana in Hindi also? Kanjus. Thank you. Kanjus. What does kanjus mean? Who said kanjus? Please explain. Maybe not everyone knows. In Nepali, there's a word called kanjus. I don't know.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, kanjus. Okay, same.
Same meaning.
Kanjus. What does kanjus mean? Tell me.
Who does not want to spend money?
Who does not want to spend money? Kanjus is very krapana. So in the sense, it's called krapana. So one word is called krapana, one is called brahmana. So kanjus or krapana or durjan, and another antonym of this will be sajjan, sadhu, a brahman. So krapana in Sanskrit not just refers to the money. He doesn't want to spend his money. He wants to use everything for his own sense gratification. That's called a kripana. So if you want to use everything including money, obviously, right? So money should be used for me, not for anyone else. And that's why kripana does not want to spend any money. The opposite of kripana is called a sajjana person, a sadhu person, or a brahman person whose heart is very, very liberal. He wants to use the skills, the artha, the wealth, or whatever given by Krishna for the help of the society, for the help of the people. But if you don't do that, you are called a krapana. Now, Arjun is using this krapana word for himself. Look at this. This does not refer to he doesn't want to spend money. He's saying here krapana refers to I am being little selfish here. I'm being selfish here. And Prabhupada, he is a miser. Now, miser does not refer to your kanjus in money, doesn't want to spend money. I'm not able to use the skills given by Krishna, who should be used for Krishna, for the society, for this dharma yuddha. But I am actually overwhelmed right now. Karpanya dosha. I've got a dosha, I've got a fault of what? Miserliness. Apahat swabhava. Apahat refers to apaharan, kidnap. Aparat Chetasa. We read this in chapter 1. Aparat Chesa. So Aparat, Aparan. Apahat Chesa. My Swabhava, my natural Swabhava for Kshatriya is being apahat, is gone, being afflicted. Prachami. Prachami refers to Prashna. Pooch raha hai. I'm asking you. Prachami tom, I'm asking you. Dharma samudha cheta. So mudha. Mudha refers to Murkha. Sorry. Prabhupada called it Gadha. In Hindi lectures of Prabhupada, you will see they are Gadha. So now, Prabhupada obviously calling with compassion, with love. Sometimes your grandfather may call you, you are a Gadha, with love. Or father can also call you Bandar, Gadha, all they are loving words. So, Sammudha, I'm confused, Cheta, in my Chitta, in my following my Dharma, I'm completely confused, I'm bewildered. So please, I'm asking you, what I'm asking you, what's my question? Yat Shreyaha. You're not asking Preyaha. Preya is very, is there. You win the war and you enjoy. Basically, Duryodhana wants to do the same thing. He wants to do Preya. Arjuna again, Gariyaha, Shreya. You'll see this word getting repeated again and again. This is the reflection of the saintliness of Arjuna. Yat Shreya. My Prashna is, my question to you is, Yat Shreya. Shyan Nishchitam. Bruhi refers to, Bataiye. Kahiye. Please tell me, Tanme, me, Nishitam. And don't tell me any confusing answers. Arjun is very smart. He's saying, please just tell me one thing. Sometimes people may respond to your query, but you don't understand. He said, Prabhu, I'm more confused after this asking this question. Sometimes the answer can be more confusing. So he's saying, Nishitam. Nishitam means just tell me one thing, what I need to do. आप ये भी कर सकते हैं, आप वो भी कर सकते हैं. You can go here as well, you can go there as well. That's not the answer, Prabhuji. Tell me one thing. So Nishchatam Bruhitam, and Arjuna is asked the same question in 3.1 as well. We'll see. Why you're asking me the question? If Krishna asks, Shishyasteham, Krishna will say, you are my friend. Why are you asking me the question? Because I am your Shishya. I am your disciple now. So Arjun does not want to continue the relationship of friendliness now. He wants to have a serious relationship. Guru and disciple relationship is very serious. Friend can joke with each other, and that's fine. Arjun will say in 11th chapter, Krishna, sorry, I was joking with you. He will apologize from Krishna actually. When Krishna will show the Vishwarupa, Virat Rupa. But now Arjun is saying, I am your Shishyas. Shishyas te aham. Te means Krishna, aham is me. I am becoming your disciple. Shadimam tvam prapannam. Prapannam refers to surrender. Sarva dharmanu parityaja mamekam sharanam raja. Sharanam, prapannam, there are similar things. So this is the first verse in Bhagavad Gita when Arjun is showing his surrender to Krishna. So Arjun will show his surrender to Krishna in Bhagavad Gita in a different ways. As we use the word dharma in Bhagavad Gita in different ways, so dharma's definition progressively deepens in Bhagavad Gita. Similarly, surrender. Surrendered word is used in 2.7. Now it will be used in 714 and then 1866. Every time the word surrender is used, 714 Devi Esha Gunmaimam Maya Duratraya Mame Vya Prapadyante Chaturvidha Bhajante Mam. So Prapadyante word will be used in 7th chapter as well. There the surrender definition will deepen, and finally it says Parityaja. Pari means complete surrender. Not just surrender by words, complete surrender, as Bali Maharaj did. So I'm surrendering myself to you. I'm your disciple. Please clarify my doubt. Nishchitam bruhitanme, and tell me what I'm supposed to do. I'm completely dharma sammudcheta. So here Prabhupada writes, very beautiful, it's a nice purport. I'll just read one line here, please. By nature's own way, the complete system of material activity is a source of perplexity for everyone. Huh? Every one of us, I'm sure, we are confused about certain things. Are you not confused? I'm confused. Many things in my mind right now. Anand Prabhu is smiling. He has more gray hair, so he understands. The more gray hair you have, generally speaking, the more anxieties you have on your head. Isn't it, Anand Prabhu? Huh? The younger you are, many times you're like, करके दिखाना है, Nike, just do it. When you grow old, you like little settled here. It says Balavastha Krida Sakta. Shankaracharya says Balavastha Krida Sakta, Tarunavastha Taruni Sakta, Vradhavastha Chinta Sakta. When you are a balak, when you are a little baby, you're always कहाँ खेलना है बच्चे खेल रहे always playing हाँ शंकराचार्य से बालावस्था क्रीड़ा सकता तरुणावस्था तरुणी सकता taruna young man taruni means young woman young man or young woman they're all attracted to each other huh तरुणावस्था तरुणी सकता वृद्धावस्था चिंता सकता when you become vradha चिंता सकता nowadays actually everyone is चिंता सकता tarunas are चिंता सकता तरुणा नौकरी कहाँ मिलेगी प्यार कहाँ मिलेगा and बच्चे भी चिंता में हैं हाँ so many choices Keshav Maharaj was saying one of the classes he's saying nowadays one of the biggest challenges we have decision making fatigue. So many decisions we have to make every single day. Even if you buy a jeans, so many decisions. Previously, we only had two pants, and that's enough. एक घर का पैंट एक बाहर का पैंट हो गया. Nowadays, even children's cupboard is bigger than my cupboard. So many clothings they have. You buy a jeans, so many colors of jeans. Yeah. This has 5 holes, this has 15 holes, this is stretchable cloth. That no, I don't have any jeans. Don't ask me many questions about jeans. But just to buy one jeans, किस कंपनी में कितना सेल लगा है, so much research, so much mind goes on, and after 1 year that jeans goes off. That's why you should wear dhoti. Huh? Dhoti Jindabad. Amrit Prabhu, always in dhoti, very intelligent person. Even if you grow, it doesn't matter. You grow taller, you go fatter, it doesn't matter. Dhoti adjusts in all shapes and sizes. It fits everyone. Dhoti, sari, whatever. Best clothing, very airy, very comfortable. You can sit nicely. Huh? It becomes a little dirty, but that doesn't matter. It makes you more humble. Anyway, the point, I'm not appreciating dhoti and pants are wrong, but the point is material nature is a source of perplexity, and the more we going forward, the perplexities of minds are increasing day by day. So Arjun is also confused. In every step Prabhupada writes, there's a perplexity, and therefore it behooves one to approach a bona fide spiritual master. Nowadays people say, why do you need a guru? But if you see, guru are present in every single field. You go to the park, you'll see the trainer, isn't it? They're training some people, huh? You go to your workplace, there are some gurus, some trainers, some guides, some mentors. Now they've changed the word called mentor, guide, but that means guru. You're getting trained from your mother, from your father, from your friend. Mahabharata says to bring up one child, we need even a village is not enough, because child takes education from everyone, and we also. That's why we can have unlimited Siksha Gurus. It doesn't matter. Diksha Guru will be one, should be one, but Siksha Gurus can be unlimited. In 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, we have Dattatreya, we have 24 Gurus. Even a kabutar is a guru, even a prostitute lady is a guru, a little balak is a guru. So Guru can be anyone, and Guru is very much required. So we all need Guru. We cannot function without Guru. Now, why this is a turning verse in Bhagavad Gita? Because this is the verse where Arjun became a disciple. So the friendliness is gone now. Arjuna is serious in the relationship. He wants Krishna to answer. Why only Krishna to answer? Our acharyas, right? Now Krishna may have said, there's a side conversation, our acharyas reveal that Krishna would have said to Arjun, why don't you go to Vyasdev? Why don't you go to Dhaumya Rishi? Dhaumya Rishi is a proper guru of the dynasty, and Vyasdev obviously is a grandfather, is like a Bhishma, like a grandfather, and very respectable personality. So Arjun is saying, no, I cannot go to Vyasdev or Dhaumya Rishi. Why? Krishna, you are the only one. You are the only one who can dispel my doubts here. So unless you take first step, unless you go to Arjun Vishad Yoga, you don't become Vishadi, you are not perplexed, and you don't turn to a proper channel, which is the Guru, you cannot start your spiritual life. That's why for starting the spiritual life, the Vishad, the lamentation is very important. Arjun is doing Vishad, Arjun is confused. And now when you are confused, whom you should go to? Shastra says you should go to a person who has three qualities. A person should have three qualities. He should be sneha, he should be snigdha, he should be able to give you ashraya. Sneha means he should love you. Um, if you are in a country like India and you go to your neighbor who doesn't like you, you can't go to your neighbor and say, can you please guide me? You say, sure, I will guide you. But that guidance, not sure how healthy it will be for you. And second, they should know you. You cannot go to a person on a street, can you please guide me? And you're like, hang on a second, what are you asking? When you go to your parents, for example, in most of the cases, they know you from the very beginning. They know you. I know my child's natures. They can guide you very properly. And they love you as well. And the third thing, which is very important, is ashraya. Unless they are able to give you ashraya, they may be knowing you, they may be loving you, but they can't give you ashraya. Ashraya means someone who is in a higher position than you. Many times you go on the street and ask different questions and they give some answers. All rubbish, actually. It's all rubbish. You should go to a guru or a superior who can give you ashraya. Ashraya means shelter. If he himself is a beggar, how can he give you ashraya? It says all our hands are bound. There's an analogy in Vedic culture. Only the guru's hands are not bound. That's why guru can unbind you. If you approach a conditioned soul, approach another conditioned soul, they cannot help that conditioned soul. Although they may love that conditioned soul, they may know the conditioned soul, but they themselves are bound. That's why we have to approach a person who is unconditioned, who is a guru, who is a superior. And once we take shelter of a proper bona fide guru who is coming with disciplined succession, who knows you, who loves you, that's why we are supposed to have a relationship with our Guru Maharaj, relationship with our superiors, so that they can guide us. Because in every situation, the medicine can be different. If you have flu, I have flu, we both go to the same doctor. Doctor can prescribe a different medication because my body structure is different than your body structure. You may have some allergies, I may have some allergies. So both have the similar disease, but the decision is the medicine is different. Some disciples went to Prabhupada. Prabhupada said, you take sannyas. Some disciples went to Prabhupada and he said, you get married. So both are disease, but the medication is different. Both paths are correct. It's not marriage, disciples are not great, sannyasis are great, not like that. They're both great. They both will go back to Godhead if they follow the instruction of Prabhupada or their guru properly. But the prescription for each person is different. So Guru will decide that. Guru will decide that which disciple will do what. You'll do book distribution, you'll do kirtan, you'll do cooking seva, you do dressing seva, you go out and preach shastra. Guru will decide that because Guru knows us, Guru loves us, and Guru is able to give us the ashraya. So make sure when you take guidance next time from anyone, they should have these three qualities. They should know you, they should be love you again in a proper sense, in a nice Vedic sense, and they should be able to give you ashraya. Ashraya means ashraya of the instruction of shastra, not their emotions. I think like that. You should do that. You should jump from the terrace. That should solve all your problems. That will not solve any problem. You'll become a bhoot, a pret. So that sort of guidance amongst youngsters or even sometime elders as well, that's not very proper. That's not very proper. We should take guidance from proper source. Yes, Sanjay Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, a question.
Yes.
Prabhuji, sometimes I personally feel that I can have better progress in bhakti if I have personal association of Guru Maharaj. And I do acknowledge that recorded instructions on instructions received through Shiksha Gurus are also equally potent. And I know that theoretically, what can I do to realize that internally, that recorded instructions of Maharaj are also are personal instructions to me,
Okay.
that he is with me personally. Yeah.
So two answers comes to my mind. There can be many more. First thing is you already answered your question. Radhanath Maharaj, I'm remembering your Guru Maharaj. He said, all my public lectures are my private instructions. He said this line. I'm sure you know that line.
Yeah.
So basically, Prabhu, follow that line. Even if you don't have full faith in that line, and that's perfectly fine. We're all in that same boat. Follow it blindly to start with. Like start with, you have to have a starting point somewhere. You have to have faith in your teacher. 1 + 1 is 2. No, children is not going to ask why 1 + 1 is 2, why 1 + 1 is not 3. So you start somewhere, and later on you verify that as well. So basically, starting point should be follow the instruction. Prabhupada said everyone should bow down when you see your spiritual master. One person, one time, Shrutikirti Prabhu tells this, was run bowing to Prabhupada. He was just folding his hand. And Prabhupada said to Shrutikirti Prabhu in private letter, this is the beginning of his fall down. So he wasn't following the instruction. Prabhupada said, you bow down. One time, Prabhupada disciple came to Prabhupada. Prabhupada, I don't feel like bowing down. Prabhupada says, you bow down first, feeling will come later. So first point is, Prabhuji, what you said, follow the instruction as it is, even if we don't understand it. That's the first point. Second thing, as Prabhupada said, feeling will come later. If you follow the instructions nicely, today we are not able to understand. I was listening to Radha Govind Maharaj one lecture on 6th canto. Maharaj was saying, in the current state of mind, we don't honestly understand the glories of Harinam, which is described in Shastra. Even Maharaj said that. I don't understand. That's absolutely valid. Maharaj said, we don't understand the glories. One holy name can counteract all the sinful reactions of millions of life. Do we really understand it, to be honest? No. But theoretically, start believing that statement. And once we have some taste, some more purity of our mind, we will actually realize the glory of the holy name. We'll realize the value of Guru Maharaj. We'll realize his Vapu is important. No doubt, whenever you get chance, you should serve the Vapu. Vani is the most important. Prabhupada said, I'm never separated from my spiritual master. Prabhupada was once asked, so how do you know what Krishna likes? I think Tamal Krishna Maharaj was there. He himself was telling. I said, Tamal Krishna Maharaj said to the reporter, we know from Shastra, we know from the spiritual books that what Krishna likes. Prabhupada said, no. Prabhupada interrupted him right in the face of the reporter. He said, interrupted him. And he said, no, I just asked Krishna. And Tamal Krishna Maharaj still was saying, no, through Shastra we know. Prabhupada said, no, I just asked Krishna. So this is level of Prabhupada. Huh? He has that level that he can take guidance from Krishna directly. Arjun has that position. He can turn to Krishna. Now you and me don't have that position yet, right? You may have, I don't have. So we turn to the instruction which is given by Krishna, at least to start with, in theory. We are reading Bhagavad Gita with the faith. It will purify us. It has purified many people in the past. It will purify us well. So if we start the journey with that faith, one day it will happen that your spiritual desires will get fulfilled. That's my little thing here. Yeah?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
you.
Hare.
He always asks extremely intelligent questions. Okay, he's a Vidwan. 2.8. Nahi prapashyami mamapanudyade yat shokam ushoshanam indriyanam avapi bhumav asapatnam vradham rajyam suranam apicha adhipatyam. This is the very nice verse. Anyone can read the translation?
I can find no means to drive away the grief which is drying up my senses. I will not be able to dispel it even if I win a prosperous, unrivaled kingdom on earth with sovereignty like the demigods in heaven.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So I'll just quickly do this. Nahi prapashyami. So prapashyami, everyone understands this word? Pashyami, anupashyami, prapashyami. So pra refers to prakarshan. Prakarshan again refers to shreya. So I do not see. So Arjun again is saying, I do not see. Mama upnudyad. So apnudyad refers to, Prabhupada writes here, and all of us should read these words, can drive away. I don't see any way which will drive away. What I want to drive away? Shokam, my lamentation. Uchchoshanam. So Uchchoshanam refers to Sukhana, drying up. My Indriya, my senses are drying up. Like I don't have any strength. I don't have the strength. My all the Indriyas, my body, as we have read in the previous chapter as well, Arjun's body is trembling right now. He's Ashrupurna Kulekshanam. He's tearing a lot. So his Indriyas, his senses are drying up. His shoka, he said, I don't see any way which can drive away my shoka. Even if I get what I get, avapya means to receive, achieve. Asapatnam word is also used in Bhagavatam. Asapatnam refers to no rivalry. So a kingdom can have two types of disasters. One type of disaster can come from a physical outside enemy. Some enemy attacks you. That's a disaster. Second disaster can come, which is happening right now, nature's disaster. Lot of rains, for example. This is happening right now. Some landslides, some bhukamp, earthquake. They are internal disaster. But imagine a kingdom which has no neighboring enemies, for example, and no natural disasters. Do you like that? Why not? We all want like that, huh? So we don't want any disasters to come in our life. But does it happen that way? Sarupni Mataji, does it happen? We don't want any disasters. अरे एप्लीकेशन भी नहीं भरा था फिर भी आ गया ये बिन बुलाए मेहमान चले ही आते हैं yes it will come this is the way dukhalayam shastam we have situated ourselves in this material world. Prabhupada says because you have situated here in the material world you will get misery. Prabhupada says that you have situated. I have situated myself here. So we are here. Suppose you go somewhere near fire. Will you feel hot? Yes. You go in a snow mountains, you will feel the snow, you will feel cold. So this is because you have situated yourself there. So you will feel the heat, you will feel the cold. So you have situated here in the material world, you will feel the misery. No one can escape. No one can escape. But Arjun is saying even asapatnam means nothing bad is there going on. Samraddham, prosperous kingdom is there. No rivalry is there, internal or external. Rajyam, Suranam. Sura refers to Sura and Asura. So we mentioned there are three types of people. Ayush Prabhu, what are the three types of people?
Devtas are
Sanskrit. Sura,
Asura,
and pause. Okay.
pause.
Everyone got it. So Rajyam Suranam. Even if I get the heavenly kingdom, what we speak of Bhumo. Bhumo refers to earthly kingdom. Suranam refers to heavenly kingdom. Even if I get heavenly kingdom or earthly kingdom, which has no rivalry, it's all prosper up. Cha Adhipatyam. If I get all the sovereignty of all the kingdoms, I do not see anything which can drive away my shoka. So Arjun is really confused here. Arjun has surrendered to Krishna in 2.7 and he is seeking guidance from Krishna. Prabhupada has given a lot of nice references. Now Arjun's last verse is finished in this series, obviously. Now Sanjay will speak. Sanjay will speak. Krishna Vallabha Mataji.
Prabhu, here with Arjun, he has been trained so much as a Kshatriya.
Yes.
For example, like for many, many years, and they've already done so much of austerity as well, lived in the jungle and seen so much in life. Is he like now he's not even on the level of Dharma Shastra from this verse, it's sounding like, because he's
Losing his
has he
Kshatriya
like
Dharma.
because well he has forgotten his Kshatriya Dharma as well because
Yes,
he doesn't want to
absolutely.
fight.
Yep.
So what is his level now, Prabhu? Like has he gone down to like
No, he's still
completely?
in Dharma Shastra, definitely. Dharma Shastra, but lower level of Dharma Shastra. He's not in Artha Shastra, definitely. You can see the saintliness of Arjuna throughout these verses. He's a very nice person, very, very nice person. He's a devotee. And if you read purports of Prabhupada in chapter 1, he's actually praising Arjuna like anything. So he's still on a Dharma level, but he's on a weak side. Like sometimes we all feel some weakness in our heart. कुछ भी लाइफ में काम नहीं हो रहा है सब कुछ खराब चल रहा है ऐसा होता है कि
But
खाली
Prabhu,
मेरे
we
साथ ही
can't compare us to like Arjun has been trained mentally,
yes
physically,
but
like
Mataji we are also trained like by your parents by your husbands and teachers but still do you feel down sometimes I feel I'm being honest here right I feel so our training Ajamir was also trained Mataji but he became weak at one point we all become weak sometimes and that's why we need good devotee association we need devotees who can uplift us The point is, he's still on a Dharma Shastra level, but he's just weak. He's forgotten his Kshatriya Dharma, but he has done one very right thing. He's gone to a proper guru. Now, he could have taken alcohol, for example. Sometime when we are frustrated, we can either go to the higher mark or lower mark. We need to do something. And the lowest mark is commit suicide, for example. And the lower one is, you go to a bar or something, you buy some drugs. आज पी के सब भूल जाएंगे. And the problem becomes worse. Problem stays as it is. You lose your health as well, wealth and health both. But the higher Satoguni Marg is, he's approaching his spiritual master, Krishna here. So there's another lesson. Thank you, Mataji, for raising that point. When we become weak, what should we do? We should always approach Satoguni Marg, higher, enlightening Marg, not a lower Marg. Lower Marg always will take you lower. Is it okay, Mataji? Yeah. Still on a dharma level. Ayush Prabhuji.
Prabhu, also the answer to the question you had asked me is Sura, Asura, and who's the third category?
Okay, we'll leave it here. We'll talk offline. Someone can say? Okay, Gauranga Prabhu says this, so I'm putting a disclaimer. Sura, Asura, and Sasura. There are 3 types of people. Gauranga Prabhu, he is the source. Okay, I thought everyone understood. Some jokes in only
I
people
thought it
can.
was, I thought it was an actual question.
It is a question. Anyway, okay, 2.9. Sanjaya Vacha. Now, after Arjun has stopped speaking, Sanjaya is describing the situation. He will speak 2 verses, then Krishna will start. So we'll try to cover these 2 verses. Evam ukta Hrishikesham Gudakesha Parantapa Na Yosya iti Govindam Ukta Tushrim Babhuvaha. Sanjaya is saying, okay, Sanjaya, having spoken thus, Arjuna, chastiser of enemies, told Krishna, Govinda, I shall not fight, and fell silent. Let's read some words here. Beautiful. Hrishikesha. Who can tell the meaning? Mayadish Prabhu? Hrishikesha.
Controller of senses.
Okay, more. Master of senses.
Sorry, master of senses.
Master of senses. That's fine, Prabhuji. We're all learning, so no problem. Even if you say wrong answers, honestly, please don't mind. With me, just be very comfortable. I want you to speak, because when you speak, actually, you grasp a lot. So even if you say wrong, what happens? Sometimes right answers does not necessarily register in our mind. Wrong answers will always register. Always register, because you said something wrong, then someone else will say the right answer, then you will never forget that. So please don't hesitate to speak. Gudakesha. What does Gudakesha mean? Who can say quickly?
One who's conquered sleep.
Thank you. More?
One who
Mayadish
gives,
Prabhu?
One
Okay.
who gives good to Shiva and
Brahma.
Shiva
And Brahma.
Brahma. Yes.
Ka Isha. Very nice. More? Supriya
Sleep
Mata.
and ignorance.
Huh?
Victory
Ignorance.
of
Thank you,
sleep.
Mataji. Sleep is a physical function, you can say. We all need sleep, no problem. But ignorance is more. Sometimes we sleep less in Janmashtami. Some devotees slept only 1 or 2 hours that night, which is very nice. But are we able to conquer our ignorance? सोना सबको बहुत प्रिय है. सोना ले लो, but सोना मत लेना. Sona means sleep. Sometimes we can be deprived of little sleep, but sona, gold, no. Anyway, so sona को त्यागना पड़ेगा. If you want Krishna, सोना नहीं चलेगा. सो के कृष्णा नहीं मिलेंगे. मंगला आरती. Every one of us, including me. I'm speaking for myself. I sleep a lot, so I need to control my sleep first. So Gudakesha. Thank you, everyone, for sharing the different meanings. And the word used is now Gudakesha and Ishikesha. Now Gudakesha here is referring to Arjuna, as we have already discussed. So both are Isha. One is Hishikesha, one is Gudakesha. So Sanjaya is, see what the respectable words he is using. Both are Isha, both are controllers. So Arjuna is not a normal person. One is Hishikesha, but another one is Gudakesha. So Gudakesha is speaking with Hrishikesha. And Hrishikesha will respond in what way? Govinda. What does Govinda mean? Govinda. What does Govinda mean? Jaldi se. सब लोग सोच रहे.
The one who gives pleasure to the senses.
Thank you. One who gives pleasure. We are pleasure-seeking entities. And who can give us pleasure, Amrit Prabhu?
Krishna, Govinda.
Are you sure? What about money? Paisa? Rokda? Connection? Health? Wealth? Name? Fame? No, they can't. They can give you some little pleasure, no doubt in that. But Ultimate pleasure will be given only by Krishna. When you serve Krishna, then you get ultimate pleasure. Everything else is a short-term pleasure. 522 यही संस्पृशा बोका दुख यो न एवते आद्यंतवंता कुंतेया नत एशुरमते बुधा बुधा बुद्धिमान wise people only go for shreya, not preya. Amrit Prabhu, remember now? Preya, priya. Huh? That's why even if you say wrong, it's very good actually. We learn. Okay, now we understand these three words. Now let's read the word. Evam uktva, after speaking, uttva means कहने के बाद. Evam, just now what Arjun has said. Now Arjun's one more word for Arjun is used parantapa. So two words are used, Gudakesha and parantapa. Parantapa means who can say? Quickly, yes Prabhu. Parantapa.
Yes, Prabhu. Parantapa means which who enjoys means. Sorry, Prabhu, I'm not getting.
Chastiser of enemies. Parantapa, दूसरों को तपाने वाला, छक्के छुड़ाने वाला. Understand that? Parantapa, दूसरों को तपाने वाला. So Arjun is that person who can chastise his enemies. He's a Parantapa, he's a Gudakesha, he can remove his ignorance. He's a very capable person and he's speaking with Hrishikesha. He's a master of senses and he will give pleasure. But he's telling, right now what he's telling, Na yotsya. Na yotsya refers to yotsya, yuddha. मैं नहीं करूंगा ना योत्स्य इति गोविंदम गोविंदा I shall not fight uktva tushrim babuvaha. After saying this he became silent. Now Arjun is not speaking anymore. So now you think that Dhritarashtra really very happy. Arey wah, काम हो गया. Arjun is not fighting. Yay! Now the 10th verse come. Sanjay भी ना छक्के मारता है. See, the ball is coming from Dhritarashtra and now he will hit the ball in opposite direction. Look at this what Sanjay is saying. He's a nice secretary. अब वो secretary है खोल के नहीं बोल सकता. He can't speak openly. So now he says in such a way, 1878 as he said, he's saying same thing in 2.10. Look at this verse. So beautiful verse. Look at how Sanjay speaks. Look at the words he is choosing. तम उवाचा ऋषिकेशा प्रसन्नव भारता सेन योर मध्ये विषीदंतम इदम वचा. जो कहना था कह दिया संजय ने. समझने वाले समझ गए, जो ना समझे हुआ नाड़ी है. If Dhritarashtra could understand what Sanjay is saying, look at the translation. O descendant of Bharata, at that time Krishna is smiling. Look at this word. In the midst of both armies spoke the following words to the grief-stricken Arjuna. Okay, look at this word. Tam uvacha Rishikesh. Tam uvacha means to whom he spoke. To whom he spoke? To Rishikesha. Previous verse also used the word Rishikesha, right? Now, what Rishikesh's position is, suppose you are telling your friend, oh, I'm so low, this happening wrong, and I don't feel good. And your friend also goes like that. Will you feel enthusiastic? You're really poor soul. You're in grief. You need a friend who can uplift you, right? So your friend, if he's smiling, Arey, come on, yaar, you can do it, right? You need those sort of friends, or you need a lower friends. You need those sorts of friends who are smiling, prahasinna, hasana. This is a Hindi word. I'm not sure in Nepali. Hasana. Everyone likes laughing people, energetic people, positive people. So prasanna. But after prasanna, now prasanna word, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur actually analyzes this word a lot. And he says, suppose you are down and your friends start laughing, that will also not be very appropriate. Arey yaar, mujhe itna problem hai, tum has rahe ho. You're laughing. I'm going through such a big problem in my life, so much crisis in my life, and you're laughing. So he adds a word. Look at the words Iva. Anyone remembers Iva? Prasanna Iva, like he is laughing. So he's not laughing, like in Ramayana, our Ramayana, Ramanand Sagar Ramayana. What's his name? Arun Govil. So anyway, I heard from somewhere, he said, before I could perform the role of Ram, I had to learn how to smile. So he learned smiling in 4 to 6 ways. He said, in different situations, I will smile differently. And he had to learn all that. It wasn't an easy task actually, and he did it very well, obviously. So smiling can also be different. In different circumstances, you have to react appropriately. Otherwise, people will feel if someone has died, you can't go and laugh there. Very inappropriate. The family is grief-stricken. You can't go and laugh there. So here, he's a Hrishikesh. He's a master of the senses. He knows what to do. And what he's doing? Prahasanna Iva Bharata. He's just smiling. Prabhupada writes here, Krishna is smiling. So there is a hope. So although Arjun has given up his weapons, Arjun is completely down, he is silent, but Krishna is smiling. He's a Shikesh and he is a Govinda. He gives pleasure, he will give pleasure to Arjun as well. So Dhritarashtra, your enthusiasm is very short-lived because Arjun is going to get up just in 40 minutes. Just wait 40 minutes, he's going to get up and fight. अभी आने वाला है सचिन तेंदुलकर हमारा is going to beat everyone up because he is with Krishna. So no matter how down you are, if you are with Krishna, if you are with Hari, no worry. Hari है तो worry नहीं है. If there is no Hari, always worry. Krishna Das, Bindas. Maya Das, Sada Udas. If you are with Maya, always Udas, Udas, Udas. Krishna Das, Bindas. जो होगा देख लेंगे. Jagannath ji है ना. Radha Gopinath is there. He will see why we have to worry. We do the best, obviously. We are not naive. We are not blind. We do whatever Krishna has given, and after that, okay, we'll see. So Krishna ka das kabhi चिंता नहीं करना. Never, deeply lamenting this and that. Gopinath is there. You surrender to Gopinath. You express your heart to Gopinath. Take guidance. We'll see what happens. Many things have happened positively and many things have negatively. So tomorrow also it will happen. So Krishna is smiling. Sen Yoro Bihormate, we all understand. Vishidantam. Vishidantam refers to lamenting Arjuna. Idam vachaha. Now Krishna is going to say what he has to say. Now actual Bhagavad Gita will start. So after spending, yes, Prabhu, how many weeks? 10 weeks? So we have done the introduction. Now we're going to start actual instruction in Bhagavad Gita, which is 2:11. Now Krishna will come with force. Real Bhagavad Gita will start from 2:11. You're all ready? Oh, you look so tired. Oh my God. Hungry, tired. Okay, go and have a good sleep and eat something, and we'll see you all next week with 2.11. Now the bombs are coming. Actual good things are coming. Please read all the purports of Prabhupada before you come to the class. This is really, really nice purports. They are long, and obviously, as you understand, we just can't cover all the purports, but please do read them. Prabhupada has written so nicely, so many instructions are given here, but just for the practical purposes, I'll pick up some points, obviously, but not we can do everything. So please read all the purports of at least 10 verses before you come to the class, and we'll start nice, like big verses from next week. 2:11, 2:12, 2:13, 2:14. They're like famous verses, famous verses, beautiful verses. So much is given in these verses for our practical life. Okay, any questions or comments?